coming a little bit later on, so we're going to give him the microphone first.
Thank you. I guess when you see that 594, I call them, human lives that were taken, it's a huge tragedy from my perspective. How I look at this is every one of you standing here was given an opportunity. If you were that person that wasn't here, you wouldn't be writing what you're writing, you wouldn't be able to film what you're filming. Every single life is important, has purpose, and God has a reason why He wants that person to come into this world. And I think, from my perspective, again, it's difficult for me to see that. I did not realize the amount, 594. That's amazing. I have 11 brothers and sisters. I guess if my mom stopped at 2, you wouldn't have the other 9. I wouldn't be standing here. A lot of other people wouldn't have the lives that they have today. So, from what I can see, Cathie, thank you guys for bringing this to the city of Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne is a huge supporter of the pro-life, and I just want to thank you for coming today. Thank you very much.
Next, I'd like to call to the microphone City Councilwoman Liz Brown. Liz is a strong, staunch pro-life advocate, both in her personal life, being the mother of 7 children, I believe in 10 years, Liz. Our hats are off to you for that. There's no more proof of being pro-life than that. And also in her support of Allen County Right to Life and all the pro-life advocacy that goes on in this county. Councilwoman Liz Brown.
All the men, women, and children who have been advocates of the unborn for so long, but especially the women, because that's what this Susan B. Anthony tour is particularly about. And don't be afraid. Those of you who have worked and prayed for the sanctity of life, who have championed the rights of the unborn, who understand that the most powerful nation in the world can surely find a way to protect our most innocent, your opportunity to make a choice is coming. Don't be afraid, because your opportunity to make a change in the leadership of this great country is coming. Because you will soon have the opportunity to demonstrate to those who are willing to vote for funding that supports abortions, you will show them that there will be consequences. We do not want our leaders in Washington to purport to represent us, to agree to be true to us, to promise to tell Washington what we believe in and fight for those beliefs, and then turn around and vote to end the lives of the unborn. We are not afraid. We don't live in the shadows like a president who signs the embryonic stem cell bill in secret because he wants to hide from the consequences of those decisions. We're not afraid to say that we do not support the funding by abortions in the United States, nor such funding by the United States in any country in the world. And those who gave into the fear of being ostracized, as these people did on the bus, by a party that cannot and will not protect its most innocent, their choices will have consequences in November when we elect someone who is not afraid. Thank you.
Thank you, Liz. We look forward to working with you for many years to come until we can stay home and bake cookies for our grandkids. Next to the microphone is Paula Hughes. Paula is Allen County Councilwoman, and I have to give a special thanks to Paula for helping us make arrangements to have this event here on the courthouse lawn and get these spaces. We couldn't have done it without you, Paula. Thank you.
Well, thank you all. We can't say enough. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Fort Wayne makes a showing for the pro-life movement. We should be proud of ourselves. Absolutely. You know, I love the theme of this bus tour, votes have consequences, because absolutely votes have consequences. Not only do the people that cast those votes in support of a health care bill that we all think is wrong for our country, our votes have consequences. You need to think about how, not just casting a vote against somebody because you don't like their lip service to pro-life, but casting a vote for somebody that's going to make a difference. The race that really matters for us here in Fort Wayne, the one of these that we have a chance to impact, is the Senate race. Brad Ellsworth is running against Dan Coates. We know Dan Coates in this community. He's served us before. He is strongly pro-life, and there's Everything we should do should go to support Dan Coates in this because it'll make a huge difference for us in this community. We have some of his volunteers here, and I'll send you to them if you are interested in volunteering for that campaign. Not only your vote, but your efforts make a difference, and we can't tolerate this. This healthcare reform bill is bad for business, bad for citizens, and bad for our unborn children. We will not tolerate tax-funded abortion. That is just abhorrent to us. We cannot tolerate, we will not, and we'll send a message with our votes. Thank you all for coming today.
Thanks, Paula. We really appreciate you being here. Next, we have coming to the microphone our next representative from Indiana House District 83, Cathie Heuer. Thank you so much for being with us, Cathie.
Thank you all for being here. The question of the day seems to be, does the Obama health care bill directly fund abortion with taxpayer money? Well, it seems to me it depends on who you ask. Abortion rights groups call that claim a myth and say it's part of a broader right-wing campaign against health care reform. We say those groups are self-serving and that the bill clearly authorizes federally financed abortion as part of its public health care option. The new Obamacare plan prohibits federal funds from explicitly subsidizing abortion in the private health care plans, but it does not prevent the public health insurance option from providing for or prohibiting coverage of abortion. And what can we do? How can we change this? Help and hope are both on the way. On August 5th, a coalition of senators introduced a bill to ensure no Obamacare funds go toward abortion. Senators Tom Coburn, an Oklahoma Republican, and Orrin Hatch, a Utah Republican, introduced a bill with 23 sponsors. This is legislation to prevent coverage of abortion services under the new health care law. The Excluding Abortion Coverage from Healthcare Reform Act of 2010 guarantees that no federal taxpayer dollars can be used to pay for elective abortions. Their bill is a companion measure to the House bill sponsored by Representative Joe Pitts, known as the Protect Life Act, or H.R. 5111, and both would restore the ban on federal funding of abortion in health care. These bills would take out the ambiguity, clarifying once and for all that public funds will not be used to pay for abortion services under the new health law. If the Obama administration is honest when it says it will not fund abortion, then the Coburn-Pitts measures should be passed with resounding support on both sides of the aisle. I urge everyone here to contact your representatives, contact your senators. Tell them you want these bills passed, that you want to guarantee that no federal dollars are ever spent on abortions. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Thank you.